We are back. The last episode of season 1 for XMEN 97 review, episode 10. Let's go ahead and dive into the review. But before we do that, I want y'all to see the shirt. My best friend, Royal, got me the shirt last year for my birthday. Royal, if you're watching this, I love you so much because he knows how much I'm an X-Men nerd. So just take a look at the shirt. I have no idea where he got it from, but it is so beautiful. The red, the design, and it's just whoever animated this shirt, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love my X-Men merch so very much. Theme song. So episode 9 ended off with Magneto ripping the adamantium skeleton from Wolverine.
Yeah, double homicide.
At the beginning of this episode, we're just gonna bypass it. So at the beginning of this episode, it starts off with a flashback between Charles and Xavier. It's a memory from in the past. And what Professor Xavier is doing, he's using his telepathic powers to keep Magneto at an even level mentally, so he could sneak in, take over his mind, and use his powers to reverse Earth's magnetic field. So, you know, that's what he does, and he returns everything back to normal. You know, and the main reason why I wanted to skip past all the scenes of Charles and Magneto is because, personally, I'm tired of these two. I'm tired of, you know, their relationship, their history, their backstory always being in the forefront. Me as an X-Men geek, I'm okay with the X-Men lore being centered around Xavier or centered around Magneto, separately, individually. But when they're together, I don't care. So everything that transpires between the two of them in this episode, we're just going to save it to the end because it's really not worth talking about because I don't have an opinion on it. I'm sick of it, actually. So let's pick up from when Bastion, he has all the X-Men captured. They're wrapped up in Sentinels, and he has Cable on his knees, and he's joined by Mr. Sinister.
The future's tied.
So then Bastion shoots Beast. But then he chokes Storm.
But the first
Get your filthy paws off her!
It is something very unsettling about a f***ed up AI racist robot being choking a black woman. Nah. I hate to throw the black woman card, but I'm just saying, get your hands off of Storm. For real.
I didn't ask for this either. To be born with this programming.
Next thing you know, we see trees falling and we see a rumble. It is the Phoenix Force. Jean is possessed by the Phoenix Force, and she utilizes the powers of the Phoenix to first repair the band so she can use it on Bastion to shut down all the Sentinels, and then she takes down Mr. Sinister. And personally speaking, I love Jean. I love Jean a lot. I'm so tired of the Phoenix, and I'm so tired of the Phoenix being tied to her. I'm just sick of the Phoenix. I'm sick of the whole theatric surrounding the Phoenix. Jean is an Omega level mutant. Not because of the Phoenix, but because of, one, she is a very powerful telepath. She is what they call an Omega class telepath. And two, she's a very powerful telekinetic. So she is powerful without the Phoenix Force. A lot of people think that Jean is only powerful because of the Phoenix Force. And it's like, damn, the only reason why people think that is because y'all are always putting the Phoenix in our face in terms of Jean. Like, I appreciated seeing the Phoenix, you know, take down Bastion and take down Sinister, but it's like, I didn't need the Phoenix. I love Jean. I love Jean a lot. I'm Phoenixed out. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of the Phoenix.
Jean, your powers.
The Phoenix Force is gone now.
So after Jean shuts down all the Sentinels, Bastion is pissed.
What have you done to me?
And then he flies over to Cable. He rips off Cable's metal arm and smacks him in the face with it.
Yeah, double homicide.
So pretty much Bastion is on his way to Asteroid M to drop it on the Earth because he is pissed off that his plan failed and he wants to destroy everybody on Earth. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so back on Asteroid M, we have the XMEN. So remember, it was the blue team. So it was Scott, Wolverine, Jubilee, Charles Xavier. And then we had Rogue and Sunspot. They were with Magneto fighting the X-Men.
Time out, sugar. You're playing to kill.
So all of them are on the Blackbird. This is weird. It's really weird because you guys were just fighting each other in the previous episode. And now it's like, y'all are a team again. Like, y'all are not going to talk about what transpired between, you know, Rogue fighting the X-Men for Magneto, Sunspot fighting the X-Men for Magneto as well. It's like everything is kind of like back to normal. So it makes me question, what was all of that in episode 9? That whole dramatic element of Rogue leaving the X-Men.
I will not see any more mutants die.
Just for y'all to just act like everything is A-okay because, you know, Magneto is unconscious and Charles is unconscious and the Earth magnetic field has been restored. I just thought that was weird. So Jean telepathically contacts the X-Men that are on Asteroid M and was like, look, y'all, Bastion is on his way to bring that rock down. So whoop his ass. And then it's this beautiful moment with Nightcrawler.
Keep us safe, my lord. For in you we take refuge.
One thing about Nightcrawler, that man is going to break out in a prayer when things are challenging. He is in the middle of a mission, fighting for the world, fighting for his life. And he was like, let me go ahead and pray to the Lord real quick. So Bastion crashes into Asteroid M. He is going towards the source of the power that is keeping the asteroid in orbit. And then Rogue. That's all I gotta say is Rogue.
His name was Gambit. Remember it.
Rogue knocks the out of Bastion. I just gotta see it one more time.
Yeah, double homicide.
Mother get him, whoop his ass. And then Sunspot taps in. All right, so then Nightcrawler taps in. He is teleporting Bastion away from the power source of Asteroid M so he won't bring it down. And it's Nightcrawler, Jubilee, and Cyclops against Bastion. Here's the thing, that moment of Nightcrawler being choked out by Bastion, that made me a little bit uneasy because in the comics, there was a storyline where Bastion was the main villain and he actually killed Nightcrawler. So when I'm seeing Nightcrawler and Bastion fight one-on-one and Bastion chokes Nightcrawler, I was like, oh God, hold on. Don't do this. Don't do this. You know, Nightcrawler is one of my top 5 ever X-Men. Do not do this. But it's okay because as soon as he getting choked out by Bastion, Scott, and Jubilee, they tap in as well. And one thing I want to say, I love the agility of Cyclops. Bastion is just swiping those blades left and right. He is intending to stab Cyclops, slice his head off, slice a limb off. It doesn't matter. Cyclops is on his feet. Like, he is not giving Bastion a chance to swing on him. And I love it. I love it. Like, you better go, Scott. All right, and then once again, Bastion has to cheat. And so Jubilee taps in.
Game over, Sleazoid.
Yeah, so Bastion, he looks up. Like, they this man up. And it was deserved. It was absolutely deserved. So, I guess it's time for a round 2, a round 3, and there go Bastion. He's gloating like, yeah, y'all can't take me down, blah, 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 blah.
You call yourselves a team, but a family that can't save itself merely works together to die alone.
And then here comes the Sentinel.
The Greeks did love horses and irony.
So the X-Men, they're getting ready. They are getting ready to square up. Like, let's run this back. And then Scott has the nerve to say,
"Stand down, team. Stop fighting the future."
And embrace it.
we're in the middle of a battle. This man just killed millions of lives on Genosha. He was about to kill billions of lives with his Sentinel robots. And you guys want to reason with him? Who the wrote this? This was stupid. Absolutely stupid. There's no humanity of Bastion to appeal to. At all. The S-Men should have whooped his ass. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this at all. And it's out of character for a bunch of people. First of all, Storm. Second of all, Rogue. Third of all, Jean. And even Scott. They're not okay with, you know, letting Bastion walk free. If this was in the comments, they would have that man up. I'm just sitting here like, no, they did not try to reason with this murderous psychopath piece of hell no. No. Writers and producers, y'all got this part wrong. Y'all got this part wrong. Absolutely no. So then this big subtle Sesame Street moment gets interrupted because the Magneto protocols are headed towards Asteroid M.
No, the Magneto protocols.
The United States government, they are firing nuclear weapons at Asteroid M. This was a very dumbass, stupid ass, less than smart ass plan. Because my thing is, if you fire your nuclear weapons at an asteroid that is orbiting over the Earth, where do you think it's going to land? Do you think gravity does not exist? It is not deep in space. It is literally hovering right over Earth. Where did you think it was going to land, President Kelly?
Robert, vote yes and you best pray our children read their textbooks more than their Bibles.
So yeah, the nuclear missiles hit the asteroid. And one of the nuclear missiles hits the source of Asteroid M, and that is causing a whole bunch of explosions. So the asteroid is burning up, blowing up, and it is descending to Earth's orbit. That wasn't a smart plan at all. So the X-Men, what they gotta do? They gotta save Asteroid M from, you know, decimating everybody on Earth because of the United States government. Just a bunch of idiots.
You are stupid. You are stupid. And don't forget, you are stupid.
Beast comes up with the plan. Everybody has to work together in order to maintain Earth's orbit and slow down the asteroid from, you know, crushing everybody on Earth. They literally have to use every ounce of power to blow up the orbit from within, and then to catch the orbit and slow it down so it can descend safely on Earth instead of crashing into, you know, a continent where it would obliterate half the hemisphere. We got this weird moment between Morph and Wolverine.
She can't say it, but I can.
I love you, Logan. Stay with me.
Shaking my head downtown in disgust. You fought niggas disappoint me. Shaking my damn head, yo. What the fuck is you talking about, my guy? Oh my God. I can't believe this shit.
I feel like it's been hinted throughout the show that Morph really likes Wolverine, but Wolverine likes Jean. And I don't believe, as an X-Men nerd, I do not believe Wolverine is gay. So it's like, Morph, you're wanting Wolverine, but Wolverine does not want you. But you're using this moment to pretend that you're Jean because you know Wolverine really cares for Jean and he doesn't care for you. And you decide to, you know, do that. I just thought that was very weird of Morph. But Morph is weird in general, so whatever.
Hey, you haven't returned any. You are gay.
And once again, the stakes are high. Everything is looking a little sketchy. Like, I don't know if we can do this, y'all. And where do we see? We see Nightcrawler saying another prayer.
And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
I'm like, you better go, boy. Pray. Pray. The power of prayer. Again, Nightcrawler is really the heart and soul of the X-Men because despite all odds, he knows that God can fix everything. Yes, Nightcrawler. That's why he's one of my favorite X-Men. I will forever love some Nightcrawler. And, you know, as Nightcrawler is praying, Magneto wakes up from his unconsciousness. And Magneto uses power to save the asteroid from falling on Earth. All right, now my only problem with this moment, I understand for the dramatic effect, but it's like, Jean could have lifted up that goddamn asteroid. We didn't need Magneto to save the day. Jean was right there. I don't know why y'all made her struggle in order to, you know, lift up an asteroid. This is Jean Grey we're talking about, an Omega level mutant, a very powerful telekinetic. But once again, we have to make Magneto be the center of attention, like always. So anyway, as Magneto is lifting the asteroid, it just disappears. And it's like, well, what happened to the X-Men? What happened to the X-Men? So it moves on to the next scene.
6 months after E-Day, and rumors still swirl about the fate of the X-Men.
So it's been 6 months since that whole Asteroid M situation, and we see that Forge is in the X Mansion, and it looks like he's just working on things. He has the radio going, and the radio is actually announcing that President Robert Kelly is stepping down, or either his term is about to end, and Graydon Creed, who is the son of Mystique and Sabretooth, and he was one of the co-founders of the Friends of Humanity, he plans to enter an election and run for president of the United States.
Graydon Creed edged ahead in polls today as President Kelly takes heat about the situation in Santo Marco, where extremists are preaching the second coming of Magneto.
Oh, okay, that's not what we need. That's not what we need. But that was on the radio, and a lot of people were not paying attention to the radio because I'm pretty sure everybody was paying attention to that board that was plastered on the wall next to Forge. But yeah, I heard that radio and the announcement, and I was just like, yeah, we cannot. Y'all better not elect Graydon Creed to be president, because baby, that's just gonna be more type of hell. But anyway, all right, let's look at this board right now. All right, so according to this board, he has Scott, Jean, Storm, Beast, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Jubilee, and Sunspot. He has pretty much all the X-Men on this board. But there are some X-Men that are not on the team that are making an appearance. And it's some other mutants as well. So I see Colossus, I see Dust, I see Archangel, I see Magic, aka Ileana Rasputin. I see Iceman. I see Havoc. I see Exodus. I see Catherine Pride, Kitty Pride, Shadowcat, and I see Emma Frost. So I'm like, what is this board? Does this mean that these characters... Oh, and I see Scarlet Witch. Why do they got Scarlet Witch up here? Okay. Boy, they got Scarlet Witch up here. So... what does this board mean? Does this mean that these characters are going to be the new X-Men team for season 2? I just want to know. Because honestly, if that's what we're doing, give me Emma Frost, give me Magic, give me Colossus, and give me Iceman out of that bunch. I'll take Kitty Pryde too. I really don't care for Kitty Pryde like that. But everybody else, yeah. That's going to be a team. I wonder who's going to be the core team. So yeah, as Forge is working on something, I don't know what the hell Forge is working on. Somebody enters the room.
Howdy. We're friends, Daniel. Just not yet. Name's Lucas Bishop.
Bishop, where the hell have you been? We haven't seen Bishop since episode 3. Bishop. My dog. Where the hell have you been? I feel some type of way because I feel like Bishop should have been on the X-Men team permanently. That they should not have sent him into the future in episode 3. Bishop, my dog. Anyway, Bishop walks in and he's pretty much saying like, yeah, the X-Men, they're stuck in time. So me and you, we're about to go get them.
Something yanked our friends through time. And now we gotta go rescue the X-Men.
So then we cut over to the next scene and we see where one group of X-Men are.
My name is N. Sabanur. Oh dear.
And then in the future, we see Scott and Jean.
My name is Jean Grey. This is my husband, Scott Summers.
Nathan. Come.
Nathan.
We don't know where Storm is. We don't know where Wolverine is. And we don't know where Morph is. Interesting. And that's the end of the episode. You know, it was a good finale. The only thing I hated about this episode is the fact that they tried to reason with Bastion and they did not take the opportunity to beat the out of him after he, you know, decimated everybody on Genosha. So yeah, that's the only drawback I had with episode 10. And another drawback was, you know, the whole backstory with Charles and Magneto. It wasn't even worth talking about. That's why I talked about it at the beginning of the review, and I did not mention it again until Magneto woke back up and, you know, saved the world from the falling asteroid, which I feel like Jean could have done. But, you know, the writers, they are obsessed with Magneto and making him the center of attention. So it is what it is. But all in all, it wasn't a bad finale. It could have went in a different direction. I appreciated the fight scene with Rogue and with Scott taking on Bastion. I really loved that. I hated Bastion choking Storm. I didn't like that at all. I mean, I know he choked Rogue as well, but just the fact that he choked Storm and they didn't make Storm do anything about it, nah. But that is the end of episode 10 of X-Men 97. And now we're not going to witness season 2 until summer of 2026. It is currently October of 2026. Why we gotta wait so long for season 2? So in the meantime, we just gonna be playing guessing games of what the X-Men are doing in the past, present, and the future. And how are they going to survive against battling Apocalypse? Because clearly Apocalypse is going to be the main villain of season 2. But yeah, mixed reviews with episode 10. It had its moments though, but I appreciate this was a good season. So shout out to XMEN 97. Let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comment section. You know, I know it's been a year since it's been released, but rewatching it and diving deep into the details of XMEN 97 season 1, it was fun to do, especially for an X-Men nerd. But that's it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.